Man, so like I was talking about before, I'm just in a cartoon mood, bro. And Cartoon Network had banger after banger. I'm talking about Cartoon Network was the best channel, period, when I was young. From like 2000. No, I'm gonna say from when I was born, when I was like 2, 3 years old, from like 1998 to like 2015. Cartoon Network was on a generational run. I'm telling you, almost all these shows was on Cartoon Network, almost all of them, and they was all fire when they was on Cartoon Network. I don't care. And then Cartoon Network had like shows like Blue Gender and like Blue Dragon that a lot of people don't even remember. Air Gear was one that I'm starting to see that everybody remembers, because when you see people have like their little anime list, they always put Air Gear in there, or they put like Fully Cooley. Fully Cooley is not underrated. Everybody knows Fully Cooley. That show literally, I'm pretty sure they still show episodes of the OG Fully Cooley on there, and they even had like the 3 or 4 what are they called, sequels to Fully Cooley. Because I remember watching it when I was like 22, and they had like a third Fully Cooley. I think they have a fourth one now. I'm not sure, but Cartoon Network has so many fire shows. I remember Yu Yu Hakusho used to come on in the morning time at like 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. Same thing with Pokemon Advanced Battle. I remember that used to come on hella early in the morning. Diamond and Pearl used to come on early in the morning. It was weird. They always put Pokemon in the weirdest time slot. Like you had to literally wake up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning just to watch it. And they used to change the time sometimes. Sometimes it come on at 5. Sometimes it come on at 6. I always thought that was so random. Um, but yeah, before they switched it over and put Pokemon on Disney XD, which is so random. But yeah, man. I mean, it was like Cartoon Network. You could find all the shows you like on there. There was a show for everybody on Cartoon Network. Yeah, Pokemon was on there. Yu-Gi-Oh was on there. Ben 10 was on there. Bo, Zatch Bell, Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, One Piece with the Four Kids dub. And then, like I said, you had shows like Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and then you had stuff like Air Gear. You had stuff like Zoids. You had stuff like Metabots. You had so much stuff. Blue Gender, and it was always these weird shows that would come on, just like Blue Gender, where they would randomly come on Adult Swim, and it's like you would see the show and then you would forget what the show was called. Blue Gender is the perfect example. There were so many shows like that on Cartoon Network, because sometimes on Adult Swim they would have like these like, it would be, I don't even know how to explain it. They would have like these special like anime events where they would show random shows one time and then you would like never see it again. They used to do that all the time. They did that with Neon Genesis Evangelion. They had like a week of, I think it was a week of mecha anime or something like that, and it showed Neon Genesis Evangelion. Um, and this is what's funny too, is I remember when Full Metal Alchemist used to come on, not Brotherhood, the original one, right? I swear, every time I watched Adult Swim, they would always show the first episode of Full Metal Alchemist every time, because you would see both of them doing the little spell to try to bring their mom back. I swear I used to see that all the time. And Cowboy Bebop too. They used to always constantly, and they still show Cowboy Bebop. From what I heard, they still be showing it all the time on Toonami. They've had freaking Cowboy Bebop running on Toonami for the last like 25 years, bro. I swear. And then when Samurai Champloo came out, I think in like 2005 ish, they've been showing that for years too. But Cowboy Bebop, they didn't play Cowboy Bebop to death on Toonami. I'm like, bruh, they should start playing Yu Yu Hakusho again or something. I'm glad, because I heard that One Piece came back, but I also heard that it got canceled again like a month ago or something. But I don't have cable, so I wouldn't even know. But yeah, man, Zatch Bell was one, bro. I remember I used to love so much too. I recently watched it again like 2 years ago. It still holds up to me. It had me crying and stuff. I just like it because it's kind of like Pokemon. And I don't know, it has this weird charm to it. Like I always be saying, like the anime that came out in like 2004, 2005 ish, like around that time, they all have this like weird charm. Especially the like 90s anime, the late 90s anime have this special charm, like Outlaw Star. It's like this weird thing where it makes you want to watch it. Tenchi Muyo, stuff like that. I don't know. It's like it's just a lot of charm from these shows. You know what I'm saying? Bobo too. I love Bobo. One of my favorite ones. But Zatch Bell is like Pokemon with freaking. They're not even puppets. I used to think they were puppets as a kid. They're like the devil's kids or something like that, and it's like they're actually fighting to see who's gonna become the next like Demon King or what, we've heard it so many times. But yeah, man, it's like I'm just in a talk about Cartoon Network mood. I ain't gonna lie to you.